Welcome back to the Foundation. This is Swaytoven, and recently I've just been talking about how to get these melodies to sit right within your beat because you might have, melodies with instruments within the same frequency and they're clashing. So I've been talking about side chaining, and I was just working on something, and I really like this guitar melody. I think this is actually a really cool sounding guitar melody, and I'm just gonna play it real quick. I don't know. I like that, that little step up. I don't know. Um, but like I said, it didn't save, so yeah. I mean, it sounded a little different, but it's whatever. In conjunction with the harp, this is what the guitar and the harp sound like. And I think what I had was the guitar side chain to the harp because I wanted it to sound a little bit better. But maybe I don't need it. I can't tell. That might be good enough. Now, see, earlier I was having trouble with these sounds that I'm about to put in right now, right? It's because they sounded like they're clashing way too much. So, what I believe I was doing is that because and this is important with sidechaining, is making sure that the it's all routed into ways that it'll actually work all right. So, these three things are three sounds that kind of should be in the background, basically. Not kind of, they are, right? If the listener can hear them, and then it's it's a cool little texture type stuff, all right? Um, so they're all routed to a melody master right here, basically. I'll just okay. These three first, like 2, 3, and 4, right? Not the contact, right? That's a harp, right? So these three black instrument tracks are routed to 1. Okay, they're not routed to the master. I don't want them to go to the master. I want them to go to an instrument track that can be manipulated, and there's a limiter on this instrument track. All right, so it's being suppressed by the harp when the harp plays. Okay, because it's side chained. Let's make sure the side chain's actually there. All right. Um. So that might be good enough, but I think I want now the harp to be turned down when the guitar plays. And this is leads me to something when I first started making stuff, but I didn't understand what the comment meant was what it meant in general was oh, you don't have to side change so much stuff because I didn't know what it was at the time. All right, and maybe that's true. All right, but it took me, and I saw that in 2022. It's 2024 now, and now I'm just okay, well, I kind of do. Well, I kind of do want to sidechain because the leveling and the panning doesn't really sounding enough, right? Yeah, you could equalize stuff, um, and that actually would be I think the first thing you should start doing. But then let's see. Let's go to Pro Q3 because it's for the harp and for the guitar. I'm gonna put some reverb on the guitar. If I can see the frequencies that they're playing at. I mean, this is around where the guitar's hitting. And the thing is like, it's not like a bell or something like that where like the frequency kind of pops out, right? I guess it's a fundamental frequency. Don't even worry about what that means. You know what I'm saying? It just simply looks like there's a lot to try to equalize out, basically. And maybe there is, maybe there isn't. All right, but when it comes to that point, it's just like I'm finna just sidechain it. You know what I mean? And I think that's what I did earlier. So I already put a limiter on here, and there's nothing sidechain to it. So what I'm gonna do is, because I want the guitar to turn down the harp, I'm gonna sidechain the harp, right? I'm gonna go to the limiter, get to the sidechain, the guitar, and what I like to do to see that working in like at the most, right? And then turn it down a bit, turn the ratio up, and then turn the threshold down, the blue line to the white, okay? And it's probably, and then like, yeah, turn it down. And it might be hard to see on your end, and unless I do this. There is like a light blue triangle down there, all right? And like when this blue line, apparently within what I've seen, gets to that blue triangle, and this is listen, I'm basically explaining the compression within Fruity Limiter. That's not the best way to explain it, right? But if you want to just start getting into compression, just do it this way, because there's a lot of compressors, so many compressors, it's not even funny. You know what I mean? And like, it's like basically like when I first started seeing those videos, I'm like, who's trying to get into compression? You guys are making it sound hard. You know, it doesn't even look easy, because the plugins don't make it look cool, to be honest. But I promise you, when you like start making the beats, right, it's just like it's probably gonna help. Not just side shading in general, just compressing stuff. You might not even have to compress a lot of things, you know. Trust me. But mixing though, right? Mixing while you do everything is probably gonna be really the play. But it's just like, that's just what I think. So I'm going to basically put the threshold down, so when the guitar plays, it turns down the harp, and then pull the ratio up a little bit. But I should just probably listen to like the harp. It's subtle. That's the problem though. But I knew what it sounded like before. And here's this. I'll show you the not subtle part. When the guitar plays, the harp, you won't even hear it. You hear it? It's in the background. It keeps ducking. And you see how there's a lot more purple now. Now I reduced the ratio instead of reducing the threshold, even though I really want to change the ratio. And you can hear that the harp is kind of slowly turning back up, but barely. Now there's green. This is when the point I think it becomes expansion. Or inflation. Now the attack, releasing the sustain. Shit. Since it's Plux, I have a fast attack because I want it to work immediately, I believe. If I did a slow attack, it wouldn't even work because the compressor wouldn't register it in time. Yeah, if it was a longer sounding sound, then it would. But this is a pluck. It's hitting on the dot, basically. So I need the compressor, the sidechain to hit, boom, right there. You know what I'm saying? There you go. And maybe releasing it would be fast too. A good idea, right? Basically, because the harp is. I mean, actually, I don't know. To be honest, how long I need it to last, I also don't know. Not that long. I don't really care. That's why I said shit. I don't fucking know, bro. I'll be honest with you. But this part, the side chaining part is cool. That's the part's good. I think this bell is like. you back, make it nice. You can stay back, I just lay it back. He's a scared cat. I can waste my time, I too long. I should be back. I just stay back, hey, you can stay back. I'm a neck, you can stay back. You can my life, I guess I such a step. I can take it back, I just step. I just lay back, I can hey back. Just that, I should be in that. Yeah, you are, wanna stay fast, right? Like it's time, what you saying? You guys gotta understand the final melody is you. You know what I'm saying? You're the artist. You're making the beat for who? Lil Uzi? You're making the beat for who? Future? You're making the beat for yourself. You kidding me? Anyway, you made all these melodies. Assuming you know how to make a melody. The final melody is your voice. The final instrument is your voice. You know what I mean? You gotta know what to say, right? I don't know. Hitting up my line, asking me where you at. I mean, I could sit here for the rest of my night until I get bored, which would be in about 5 minutes, and just sit here and try to figure out lyrics to put over this, right? Just because the beat's not finished. You sure? Like, nah, it might be finished, bro. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning, and I'm gonna listen to this, even though it's already the morning, and it's already like, what time is it? I promise you, it's 3:21. How long I've been doing this for? Too long, and it probably sounds like, cheeks, bologna. You know what I'm saying? I don't know which is better to eat, bologna or cheeks. You feel me? And this is the thing, like, this shit is so loud, and I understand. I get it. Ooh, multi-band. I got a limiter. I got Maximus. All that shit turned it up. I get it. You get to hear all this stuff more clear a little bit. What if I put a little saturation, which might be too much? Maybe I think it might be too much, because last time I put saturation on the master. I added something that was kind of trash. Yeah, it's adding noise. I don't want noise. I mean, it could be the plugin. No, but who wants noise? And I gotta figure out. And I know how to work this. I promise. I paid for this 100%. I paid for your mom. Say something again. I promise you, I'll destroy you. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be replaced. I mean, different saturation. Doesn't have that piece of. But then saturating everything. I'm saturating the 808s, the kicks, the snares. It's just like a lot. That's why you turn it. Oh, word. I actually was jamming a little bit. This is what I do. Like, I sit here and I listen for a long period of time. Like, it's like I'll make something. I made this yesterday or some shit like that. But I liked the guitar melody. Oh. And this is another. I promise you, no one's watching this still. So I have to make another video. This is the worst part about this. So I'm gonna make another video with the same beat. And I'm gonna talk about it, I guess. No, I shouldn't talk about it now, because then I won't feel like talking about it later. But like the guitar melody, technically, because I'm about to start talking about it, is the sample. You feel me? I guess. Because it's just like, you know how you, oh, where's the sample? I want a cool sample, right? If you can make a melody, just change the melody up, right? If you can change the melody up, it's like, make it make sense though. You know, like this is like this right here. Man, I'm not gonna do this right now. I'll make a different video. But it's like, this is the intro, right? And after this, it's like you kind of listen to the last couple lines, and then you see what is a cool thing to go next, right? You already know how to do this, just because if you're in the middle of your melody, you're listening to what goes next, right? So you have to change your mindset. Like, you ending the melody in one bar, right, isn't the end of it. This is the middle. Like, the end of it you think is now the middle. The end of it now you think it's just 1/5 of it. Now you have to keep adding it, right? And that actually would help you with your chord progression in a ways, because when you hear your melody change up, you actually, like, assuming you can at least hum the melody, right? That's a good way to actually at least practice it. You can actually then lay down chords underneath it if you know how to, if you're good at ear training. And unfortunately, it's not good to assume that people just know how to do this shit by ear. You know what I'm saying? I sit here and listen to everything. I also played the instruments when I was younger, so doesn't really. I think you know, I don't know. But it's like, I don't know. I think it like still loud or something like that. Everyone adds a clipper. I don't have gold clip, man. Screw that Dre. Who cares? Like, the thing about this is this right here, right? Even though I turned everything up and then ended up turning everything down because this shit just makes everything loud. Less is more in some ways. You know, like, you don't need to have this crazy ass loud ass 808 in every beat. Don't really have any drums to clip. I'm tired of using kick drums too. I just think they're trash for real. I don't like them. I don't really have many drums in this beat anyway. But I don't know. Like, it's just yeah.